Yellow, yellow, and welcome back.
My spear is hungry.
Yeah, my spear is very hungry. Okay, I have to look through all my crap if I found something useful. Okay, you have a good bow. You
Wise choice.
Max damage is high. I guess critical damage is high in the Moabite curved greatsword, but the Moabite scorpion blade has higher max damage, so I guess it's good. You have a like special spear, so no, you don't need the ram ass horn. Ooh. How about you? This shield seems better. 200 weapon. Okay. But this is even better than the scorpion blade.
Finally, my spear is hungry. Time to shine.
Okay, this is a bit better. New pants. What do you have here? Let's see, let's see. Yeah, I guess I can just go donate all the crap and get on with the next mission. I wonder how many missions there still are. Like I think I'm probably like close to the end and stuff, but
I call to the Lord.
Okay, I got some blessing. Okay, you. Where are you running, you asshole? Ooh, new stash. Now I have big stash. I guess I can go sell this or something.
Is appreciated.
Is appreciated. You.
What can I do for you?
What can I do for you? Okay, I don't want to buy anything. Maybe I should find the guy who... This is defensive vitality. Like, who makes me do more damage.
God who arms me with strength.
What's that? Vigor. I guess vigor is the stuff I'm looking for. At least it's close enough. This is a boring city, so I don't wanna waste too much time around here. Okay. Let's go here. And this is the battle map. Okay. Escape Rabbah. Act 8, Mission 1. Okay, so this is a stealth mission. I think there was the picture of Ariella or Xena wannabe. I don't know. Not really Xena since she's a sneaker. No, whatever.
David received word that his old ally Nahash, king of the
Nagash,
had passed away.
I shall show kindness to Hanun, son of Nahash, just as his father showed kindness to me. Please, take my words of sorrow to the young king. Ariella, please accompany my emissaries as a member of my household to show him our respect.
The emissaries of David paid their respects to the young king of Ammon. They brought with them gifts from David and wished him a long and beneficial reign. Hanun's advisors spoke to him and gave them their guidance.
Do you think I am foolish enough to believe that David is honoring my father by sending spies dressed as envoys? Do you think I do not see through his plot to have you explore my city and overthrow it? Guards, seize them!
Gasp!
Shave off half of each man's beard. Rend their garments. We will send them back to David looking like the dregs they truly are.
My king, the woman.
So this doesn't seem like such a bad thing. Like he doesn't kill them or anything. He just shames them.
She is but a woman.
He's no threat. The android.
After shaving their beards and rending their clothes, Hanun's guards took the emissaries to expel them from the city.
Please, please, I beg of you. You don't need to do this.
Whoosh. Gurgle. Yes, yes, so violent. Is there any point to this comic?
What? What did you just do? They will surely kill us for this.
I just sent the first part of my uncle's reply to these heathens. Follow me and maybe we'll get out of here alive.
Oh no, I have to escort those guys. This sounds like a bad idea. And it's like, if they're like all the other NPCs in this game and they're basically immortal, then I don't mind. Hey, destroy the statue, and yeah, I see this thing.
It seems as if David was genuinely sympathetic when Nahash, the king of Ammon, died. There is no evidence that he had imminent plans to attack Ammon.
Yeah, no imminent plans, like we'll attack in 2 weeks, not in 1 week. And it came to pass after this that the king of the children of Ammon died, and Hanun his son reigned in his stead. Then said David, I will shew kindness unto Hanun the son of Nahash, as his father shewed kindness unto me. And David sent to comfort him by the hand of his servant for his father. And David's servants came into the land of the children of Ammon. So how can I... Okay, this is how I can break these things. I wanna break all the statues. I guess it doesn't really matter, like, whether I break them or not, but I don't know, I feel like I'm obligated to do it. Since, you know, it's Moloch and stuff. Or maybe Moloch was actually the good guy and Yahweh the bad guy. Or maybe just both of them are bad guys. Who knows? But anyway, I've been thinking, well, I went to a bar last night with some friends and stuff, and then of course we talked about weed, because that's what you do, I suppose. And yeah, I was thinking about the issue of weed, dude, and like, is it good, is it bad? Okay, there's a bad guy, but I can just break this in front of him and he won't notice. Like, if, yeah, I was thinking whether weed, I mean marijuana or pot, cannabis, whatever you call it, if it's should it be legal or illegal? And well, I guess like in one sense I think it's quite dumb that it's illegal, since it is a natural plant, and like, why should it be illegal, just this plant? Like, I don't know, like think if you weren't allowed to grow daisies or whatever, or broccoli, so yeah, in that way I think it's like stupid that it's illegal in many countries like Finland.
Sent by David, or who was sent?
Then said David, I will shew kindness unto Hanun the son of Nahash, as his father shewed kindness unto me. And David sent comfort him by the hands of his servants of his father. And David's servants came into the land, the children of Ammon. Didn't they just, nowadays they just repeat these same comments? I think there's something wrong with the mic. I have to adjust it. Okay, now it's better. I hope the audio wasn't too fuzzy, but yeah, they just use these same quotes all over again. It's just lame. But anyway, back to weed. Oh, what? Who is this? What is What is going on? Is he a ghost? I think he's a ghost. He didn't react to me. I couldn't kill him. And me? What? Ah, okay. And suddenly just enemies appeared out of nowhere. Whatever. I don't know what's going on, but clearly I'm not good at stealthing. But yeah, weed. So yeah, it's silly that is illegal, but then again, it's fine. But I think people already have like enough ways to distract them from their problems, like in the Western world as it is. Like we have, well, video games and movies and alcohol and all sorts of stuff. Like people, because it's just another way of escapism. Okay. Okay, those are my guys. Yeah, it's just another form of escapism because, like, yeah, world as it is now sucks. And it's understandable that you just want some way to escape all the bullshit.
Who's there?
It's not a good thing, but yeah, it definitely makes sense. Like certainly sometimes I don't wanna face all of it, and I just want some distraction. But yeah, like, do we really need more distractions such as weed? And like, weed is...
You there! Halt!
It is more addictive than, well, even video games, I think.
Assuming David had already conquered Moab and destroyed its people, it is entirely reasonable that Hanun's advisors should have taken a cautious view.
And the princess of the children of Ammon said unto Hanun their lord, Thinkest thou that David doth honor thy father, that he had sent comforters unto thee? Had not David rather sent his servants unto thee to search the city and to spy it out and to overthrow it? Yeah, it sounds reasonable to me. It would be a good excuse to send spies to the city of your, I don't know, antagonist or rival, whatever his role was. Clearly they weren't friends. And if they weren't like outright enemies, run away. But anyway, so yeah, weed is addictive. Like I met this one Australian guy some time ago, and he said like, yeah, he was addicted to weed for several years, and he didn't like, when he was addicted, he wouldn't do much, like spend a lot of time just in his house smoking pot. But he said also that it also makes you realize that most of the stuff isn't worth doing. Like most of the stuff that society gives you is not worth doing. I won't break all of them since I need to wait for the knives to cool down, and if there's like money I probably couldn't get to it anyway. But yeah, like yeah, most of the stuff isn't worth doing anyway, which is something I agree with. Like modern society, like, you know, when you go to work, you go to some office, or I don't know, you go do some advertisement bullshit to make people buy crap they don't really need or want. But yeah, most of, like, it was different in like medieval times or whatever, like when most people, they worked on their farm and actually had to like produce food, and it's like a practical and reasonable issue, whereas nowadays like we don't really produce anything, or like, you know, people who, I don't know, build houses, they don't necessarily build them because oh fuck, they don't necessarily build them because, like, you know, it's necessary. It's more like somebody can make money off of it. And yeah, no, sorry, I don't believe in this capitalist bullshit. Like, yeah, as long as, or like anarcho-capitalist, whatever, like, oh, the market thinks it's good, so we benefit. Like, yeah, like somebody benefits, but I just think it could be done much better. But I don't want to talk about like economics and social, how to run the society better right now.
Disrespect David's envoys.
Wherefore Hanun took David's servants and shaved off 1/2 of their beards and cut off their garments in their middle, even to their buttocks, and sent them away. I don't know. I'm starting to think that Hanun is the good guy and David is just a psycho, rampaging murderer. Like just was it the other video that I wanna, like, where David showed his mercy, that he only killed like 2/3 of his enemy soldiers and let 1/3 of them live, compared to this thing cutting off their half of their beard and clothes. Like, yeah, it's weird, but it doesn't sound so horrible. But yeah, anyway, so weed, it is like addictive. Like, of course, it's not nowhere near as bad as crack and like the hard drugs, but I don't think it's really that like it's not completely harmless. Like, at least not to people who use it often. Like, there are like, I guess, some people who only use weed like a couple of times a year or something. Maybe it's beneficial for them, but like overall I think it is addictive, and yeah, it makes you lazy and phlegmatic, and yeah, I just saw this story on some media the other day, and I don't know if it's true or if it's like somehow slanted, but they said that there were like a couple of girls and they were like Nazis, like neo-Nazis or something, when they were younger, but then they started smoking weed and then they became liberals. And okay, I'm not saying that is the ideal way to be, is to be like a okay, so I shouldn't like alert the civilians, so there is some point to those people, I suppose. Hey, you were supposed to die. Can I eat bread? Oh, I can eat bread, okay. She just doesn't like heal automatically. But anyway, like, so yeah, I'm not saying that being a Nazi is the best thing, but I certainly don't think that being a liberal is a good thing, and I guess it depends, like, what sort of liberal. Like, if you're a complete leftard who ignores rape when Muslims do it and all that, and who are like anti-hate but hate everybody who disagrees with them and stuff. But like, yeah, it just sounds like weed softens your brain and makes you just accepting whatever bullshit you are told.
You've nowhere to run, woman. Not even your god can help you now.
Oh no. What? He's a magician. He's a wizard, Harry. What? Oh no, somebody.
The Lord himself has saved us. Give thanks as you accept your freedom.
Okay. Was that in the Bible? But yeah, weed. I don't. Yeah, it's like, and I've heard this argument that like some people who are like really adamant about like, yeah, weed should be legal.
Indicate that that David sent anyone back to retaliate.
Well, does it indicate that God sent fire to let them be rescued? But anyway, like yeah, I've heard argument, and I think it sounds reasonable. Like people who are like really, yeah, legalize free to leave, legalize weed, and they're very adamant about that. But that's pretty much the only social issue they care about. So they don't care about, I don't know, pedophiliac politicians running the world, and they don't care about the wars and the Orwellian system and censorship and all that. Like only they just want their weed, and that's why, like, I guess, let's say if we lived in a not even a perfect society but reasonable society, I guess, yeah, allowing people to have weed wouldn't be so bad. Like, I think it would be okay, but like when we live in this society, it's not like the most important issue right now. Like, it's like some people who want to, I don't know, lower the age of consent when it comes to sex. And like, okay, I guess you can, like, because like 14-year-olds, they can get, like, you know, impregnate people and get pregnant and stuff. So I guess you can try to argue that it's like could be reasonable to have it, but like in this day and age when like society is falling apart, it's not like the biggest issue. And like and more likely, if somebody is saying like, yeah, we should lower the age of consent, they're either a pedophile or just a fucking pervert who just, yeah, that's all they care about. Like the same with, I don't know, weed. At least, let's say that's my perception. Like, I don't know. Yeah, there's more important stuff than to legalize weed. And I don't think, like, if somebody is somehow weed was legal and you could smoke it anywhere and it was like cheap, I don't think world would be a better place. It wouldn't necessarily be much worse either, but I'm pretty sure it wouldn't, like, you know, save Western civilization.